Hey guys, so this is another update on my Marvel Legends collection. So guys, yeah, let's get into it. Now, I did rearrange my Marvel Legends collection because I just felt, it was a little bit, it didn't let all my figures get seen as much. And also, I did move my figures, like a whole entire trampede happened, and all my figures fall down and fell off my shelf, so I had to redo all of that, and I think I did pretty good. Now, my Doctor Strange was originally standing on top of a mason jar like that, upside down, to make him get the illusion of flight. But since I had my NECA stand and I wasn't really doing that much with it, and I wasn't posing my Predators with them. Oh, if you don't know if I have Predators, I do. So basically, I used the NECA stand. I found two, but I could only get one, so I got one of these, and I posed it around. I didn't really use it, just put it around, and I used it on my Spider-Punk on the top of my shelf, but I just put my Spidey-Punk sitting on my side of my shelf so I could use it on my Doctor Strange. So I put the NECA stand as, stuffed in there in the corner of the shelf as hard as I can, and I used the dragon effect on the NG, the Arrow Ninja guy from Overwatch action figure. I used that effect piece for this Doctor Strange, and I also used the effect piece for Doctor Strange. And although that cape is actually a custom cape, I not finished yet. I had to put another layer of fabric in the back of it, but I do think it turned out pretty well. So yeah, it's a posable wired cape. So let's get into everything else. So I reposed my Daredevil different position. Now guys, I didn't say anything last year about what I got for Christmas, because everything else in my collection is early Christmas instead. The Christmas presents, the stuff I got for Christmas was actually a Luke Cage and Night Nurse 2-pack, a Wanda and Vision 2-pack, and that's basically it. So for my X-Men shelf, I put Wolverine, the classic suit Wolverine with the custom claws I made, in the front of it, and Charles Xavier behind him, Gambit back there, and instead of Thunderbird being on top of that shelf over there, that mini shelf back there, I put Storm on top of there so she would have the illusion of flight, but I also put Nightcrawler up there. I was gonna put him crouched down there, but it wouldn't have enough space, and also he wouldn't be able to be seen at all. So yeah. So my Deadpool part of the collection, I just put Domino on her knees like she was sliding down and shooting people. I put Deadpool up there with like a gesture hand. I put Colossus there just in a neutral pose, and I put Mechatronic Teenage with her fist up with the energy effects on her wrist. My Black Panther and my Far From Home Spider-Man, I put them together. I put him on his knee, like kneeling, and I put him on his feet, crouching down, and as you see, the child's feet is flat down. Now, this Black Panther, since I got him on clearance on the comic books or on the bags, his ankles were like really loose, but they weren't like loose to the point he can't stand up. He can still stand up. He just has loose joints, but not extremely loose joints to a point, you can't even pose it anymore. But yeah. So my War Machine, I traditionally pose him with these three pose effects. I was going to pose him with the little mini shoot effects that he came with, but I just think those are too tedious and they might be lost. So yeah, I just put that up. So I put Thor was originally sitting down. I put him up there. I put Captain America up there, and I put the big three in the MCU. Yeah, because Iron Man, Thor, and Captain America did that big fight against Thanos. I put them all three together and put Hulk behind them, emulating the original Avengers team. So yeah, I put Negative Zone Spider-Man crouching down, doing Spider-Man landing style, right in front of Wanda and War Machine. For my custom Miles Morales, I just put him kneeling. For my custom Spider-Man, He fell over. Oh, God. Okay, guys. So I stopped. Sorry, guys. My slow jazz note is buffering. But yeah. So I put my custom Spider-Man, my custom classic suit Spider-Man, with a little bit of tech design in the back here, with Miles on his Spider-Man landing style. I put Gorg down there and Old Man Hawkeye back there. I put Daredevil on his knees, doing that little, crotch thing. And I put Luke Cage back here with his arms crossed. And so, guys, I had to, replace my jazz, but yeah. So, I put Luke Cage back here with his arms crossed. And that's basically what I did all around. My Cyclops, I still had him in my same pose where he originally was. He was originally farther up here, but Charles took his place. So yeah, I put my movie Logan up there. And for my villain shelf, nothing really changed. I still have, my favorite villains ever, Carnage and Loki, Thanos, and Magneto in the front of here. So yeah, I have my lesser villains back there with Sabretooth next to Taskmaster behind Thanos, and the villain shop is pretty good. I put my Smart Hulk, Diamond Select Hulk up here sitting on the shelf, and that's basically what I did. My Falcon uses the Cyclops Mezco stand and using it as, a flight stand, so yeah, for Falcon. So I used a old Figma stand that was broken down and it had incredibly loose joints. Basically, I just used wire and a black part of wire and put it around Vision's neck, kind of like a hook thing, and made him, look like he's levitating. So my Predator shelf, nothing really changed. I still have the gun here, but I did use a piece of little clay on my shelf to keep it up, and because I didn't want to display it in his hands. For my Predator, his shoulder-mounted cannon, I need to find that. It's somewhere in my accessory bin. So yeah, it's basically just there. For my for my Alpha Predator, if you see my review on that one, I put him right next to my Predator shelf, and I'm getting into collecting NECA Predators. Now I did find a Predator, the laser shot Predator from the video games, from a comic book store, the same comic book store, where I got some of my figures from here, like my Nightcrawler and Gambit, and basically, it was like $80-something or $70-something. So I'm gonna hold on that figure. They had multiple, so I might get that figure later on in the future. But yeah. So yeah, I'm looking for that see-through Predator, the invisible see-through Predator. Now I saw the Predator movie, the newest Predator movie, 2018 Predator movies. What was it? Heat look source Predator with the heat responders all over him. I didn't want that figure because I just think it was really overrated, and also if I got that, I want to get these two. So yeah. So out of my favorites, it has to be this one because he has the most, detail. This one looks pretty rad though. So yeah. So guys, yeah. So I did if you're wondering about the NECA stand, I did a little review thing on TikTok, on my TikTok page. But yeah, so that's basically my shelf. And this is my little stage place where I do my short skits. But yeah. So that's my review of my updated shelf. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoy. Have a blessed day. Bye. And always, please, guys, I'm not gonna ask this for much, but like the video. See you guys later. Bye. Have a blessed day. Good night.